Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. If you're eventually watching this on YouTube, I encourage you to join our Patreon community where you get a bunch of access to a lot of things. We are also dropping our new anime tier, which I'm really excited about. We just are about to finish season 1 for Attack on Titan. Sorry, I had to take my bottom Invisalign out. That was hard to speak for a second. Today, oh, sorry, you get access to all of my reactions, early access, Discord access, and the Patreon exclusive films that you guys choose for me. We just watched Training Day. Beautiful movie. That was an amazing movie. So well. Oh my god, it was and sorry. Okay. You guys will see that sooner or later. And then our next one that you guys chose for me is Top Gun as well as Top Gun Maverick. So we're going to be watching those two next, but today we are going to be continuing our MCU journey and we are going to be watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Great. I'm really excited to get back into the MCU. I love the feeling Marvel gives me. I don't know if it has to do with the music or the intro or just the entire experience itself. I don't know. Or just like how we've, where we are now in this journey, I think, and how far we've come. But, and I know that we've spent the past month and a half or two going back to back watching the entirety of Stranger Things. So I'm really excited to get back into movies and shows. And yeah, just had to throw that out there. But yeah, today we're gonna be watching that. I don't really have anything to say. The only thing I can think about, sorry, talked really quickly there. The only thing I can think about with this movie is going back to the Spider-Man movie we just watched and the whole like multiverse thing. So I'm wondering if it has to do with that, with the ending of the last Spider-Man we watched. So yeah, let's head into it. Yep. Also, I might be looking to my left monitor for quite a bit. I know you guys have mentioned it before, but I'm having a little bit of issue with the camera, so I might be waving off to the left for sometimes. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. I'm ready. I'm excited.
I can't let that thing take your power. You can't control it, but I can.
We're friends.
Your sacrifice is worth more than your life.
Took a bit of a long time, eh? The guy next to him is like, uh-oh. He was like fixing his hair and looking over at him.
I guess what keeps me up at night is wondering, did it have to happen that way? Was there any other path?
I was gonna say, he did say no.
No, I made the only play we had.
Oh, of course you did. The best surgeon and the best superhero. But you still didn't get the girl.
I was remembering back to the other movie and the fight they had.
Thank you.
Are they all just like interacting with each other? That's why. I was like, didn't he just dream about her this morning? Oh my god, I'm scared of heights. Why didn't she like kick a window or something? And I love those kind of parts.
Hey, what did that creature want with you?
The Book of Ashanti is said to be unreachable.
It is, except we reached it. Then the demon caught up with us. You didn't.
That was a fight in my dream. It wasn't a dream. Dreams are windows into the lives of our multiversal selves.
That's crazy.
Recurring nightmare where I'm running naked from a clown.
Somewhere out there. It's real.
Somewhere out there, I had a ponytail.
You know what's so strange? I recently read something about that, and it was legitimately like a week ago.
America Chavez.
Miss Chavez, you come with us to Kamar-Taj. You'll be safe there.
How do I know you won't betray me like he
America
did?
Chavez.
I guess you're just gonna have to trust me.
Do we know anyone who's faced such a thing?
Chocolate! Hey!
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in so long. No more breaks, guys.
What if you brought America here? To be on your own, hunted for abilities you never wanted, and I can protect
Okay, I
her.
thought this wasn't working. Got scared.
You never told me her name, did you?
No, I didn't.
You know, the hex was the easy part. The lying, not so much.
Well,
The Darkhold.
You're familiar with the Darkhold?
I know it's the Book of the Damned.
The Darkhold only showed me the truth. Everything I lost can be mine again.
What do you want with America?
where are we?
With the multiverse?
I'm going to leave this reality and go to one where I can be with my children.
Wanda, your children aren't real.
Yeah, I thought we were
You created them using magic.
past this a little bit.
What happens now?
Return to Kamar-Taj and prepare to hand over America Chavez by sundown.
It's like slowly coming back to me,
You'll never see me again.
but I just thought like my foot was somewhere else. I thought we were on a different road. So there are like other things that we're slowly learning in this movie.
Then it won't be Wanda
Two.
who comes for her. It will be the Scarlet Witch.
Sorry guys, I might not talk too much during the beginning of all of this. I feel like we're being reeled back in. My mind is like slowly unraveling where we're at and what we're learning. The Scarlet Witch.
I have begged you to safely get out of my way. You have exhausted my patience. But I do hope you understand that even now, this is me being reasonable.
She's trying to get in their heads.
Yeah. Yep.
Fortify your mind!
Run.
If you want the girl, you'll have to go through me.
Fine.
This is gonna be interestingly fun.
What happened?
Kamar-Taj just fallen. She's using the reflections. Cover them.
Why are you looking at it, dude? Are you kidding me? Dude. It's to me it's just crazy from like the movies that we've watched so far and their power and seeing it in this movie is a word I've said interesting.
Well, what about this universe's version of you? Maybe she could control her power.
This universe doesn't have a me.
What?
None of them do.
Well, how do you know that?
Because I've looked, and because I never dream. What about the Book of Ashanti?
I don't know where it is, so unless there's another me.
We need to go find.
Other me.
Wouldn't there be like a bunch of different universes that have like there must be thousands of him, right? Millions, right? It's just like the other him. We'll just have to find him here.
You didn't pay for that.
All right, Pizza Papa, relax. She's just a kid.
Relax
She was
yourself
hungry.
there, Dr. Strange.
How do you pay, huh?
Where'd you get this cape from anyway?
Like he'll stop in a few minutes?
About 3 weeks.
Memory Lane. Replay your significant memories now at a discounted price.
Is
Pretty fancy.
this with Christine?
Take out another student. So, got you a little something. Congratulations.
Memory Lane. Replay.
Where's this?
Home. My mom's. Son mis madres.
Two mothers? Just that's how that's how she found out.
That woman in your memory bank thing, that was Christine, right?
Yes, that was Christine. How do you know her?
From Other You.
Were they together?
No, they didn't talk anymore. He blew it.
Of course.
It's like every universe he blows it.
You know?
Yeah, Mordo. He's actually the first guy to let me in a Kamar-Taj.
Oh, great.
And then he snapped and dedicated his life to trying to kill me.
Were they like great friends in
I
this?
always suspected this day would come.
universe?
Yes, because you always suspected.
I need to be back. He thinks it's actually him or something.
My brother.
Come in and tell me everything about your universe. You go on, Red. A desecration of reality itself. A dreamwalking sorcerer projects their own consciousness from their universe, possessing the body of an alternate self.
Dude, this is reminding me of Stranger Things. I'm trying not to like correlate it, but I think it's because we just watched it and this it just feels very similar to certain things.
I need your help to get me to it.
Can it be destroyed that easily? Like, if anything?
Legend speaks of a mountain with the wretched spells you see carved into its walls. It's there the Darkhold was transcribed. No one has survived the journey.
Perhaps we will be the exception.
You gotta let us out of here. Everyone's in real danger. Don't know me.
And I don't want to. Whatever I was to you in your universe does not matter.
Hydra?
The Illuminati will see you now.
The Illuminati!
Eons ago, the first demon, Tirthon, carved his dark magic into this tomb. These same spells were later transcribed into the Darkhold.
That's all you.
They've been waiting for me. This isn't a tomb. It's a throne.
Okay.
Stephen Strange, you are now called before the Illuminati. I, Baron Karl Mordo, the Sorcerer Supreme. Captain Carter, the first Avenger. Blackagar Boltagun, Keeper of the Terrigen Mists, the Inhuman King.
Blackagar Boltagard. Hit a guy, hit it there.
Marvel, Defender of the Cosmos. And the smartest man alive, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four.
I was like, it's Jim.
Incursion?
An incursion occurs when the boundary between two universes erodes and they collide, destroying one or both entirely.
Today we're here to determine what to do with you and the child.
So, before we vote, if you got anything serious to say, now's the time.
From our experience, the greatest danger to the multiverse, it turns out, is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they've all been saying it.
Wait, you're Doctor Strange, Earth's mightiest hero who died defeating Thanos?
We should tell him the truth.
Sorry guys, I keep writing stuff down because I'm like...
Our final member, Professor Charles Xavier.
What truth?
That's not how our Strange died.
What is going on? Can I'm gonna rewind that and rewatch it. Hold on. Hold on.
I just want my boys.
At the cost of a child's life. Is there no peace in knowing that even though you can't be with the ones you love, there are worlds where you are together?
No.
You, our friend, had caused the annihilation of another universe.
Everyone in that reality died. Everyone.
A weapon we did use together to defeat Thanos. But one final threat remained. I shall miss you, my friend. I'm ready.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Did you tell Christine?
Well, what would have happened if just the Darkhold was destroyed? Or the mount in that holds it and the copy, you know what I'm saying?
The building's been breached.
The thing is that the other Doctor Strange, or, you know, per se, in this universe, got a hold of the Darkhold.
She's heading for the child.
Watch him. We'll vote on our return.
Stephen, should you manage to escape this chamber, you must guide him.
There's like a certain...
What the hell are you saying? Save the girl and get to the Book of Vishanti.
There's a certain factor, you know?
We cannot trust him. I believe we can.
Common denominator is what I was trying to think of.
Wanda, stop. You've possessed an innocent woman, but you can still do the right thing. I have children of my own. I understand your pain.
Is their mother still alive?
Yes.
Good. There will be someone left to raise them.
Wanda, Black Bolt could destroy you with one whisper from his mouth.
What mouth?
I mean, I understand that this is a whole different universe, but... so... quick.
Haven't you had enough? Oh, I could do this all day.
Okay, I was gonna say, the way we were told about Captain Marvel, I don't care if she's from a different universe, we were told Yeah, no, it's gotta be some, you know, I don't know. Strongest. I think it's crazy that she can like manifest herself like that in a, just by dreamwalking.
They're not coming back. And you just cast your vote now to kill your friends. Not that that ever bothered you before.
They have to have a normal bite.
Enough!
Thought this was I'm scared.
Wanda Maximoff, your mind is being held hostage by your alternate self.
Sorry, it seemed like it correlated to when she was with her brother in the Stark Industry bomb, or you know, it's all deep in her subconscious. The pain. I like that color. That's a nice red. Besides the ish. Hide or
Hey, you all right? Okay.
even if it wasn't him. I mean, sorry, even if it was him, just stand there and wait. The shock.
This Steven is different. He is. It doesn't matter about all the other Stevens. You're not like them.
Smart kid.
Give me your hand.
Dude, it's so funny with this whole Stranger Things thing we just finished and then going into this one. No puede ser tan fácil.
This isn't what your children would want.
She's not wrong.
So where are we going?
Well, if there's still a sanctum in this universe, then there might be another other me, and that's our best shot of getting back to her. I'll tell him you said that.
Sorry, I'm giggling because it looks terrifying or just like scary. This movie just gives such different feelings for me. Vibes, energy. I don't know. And I don't know if it's because we haven't watched the MCU in a while, but I thought it was because of that. I don't think it is. There's just a lot.
What do you want? I just want to get home. I've been trying to leave this place for a long time. Darkhold. You guard the Darkhold in this universe? Yeah. For good reason.
Are all of his like multiverse strange gone?
You ever had that dream where you're falling? That was probably me.
This film gives...
Darkhold exacts a heavy toll, okay? All the more reason to give it a rest and let me have it.
It's more like horror. Well, you know, which makes like the whole Darkhold thing.
If you give me your Christine...
You give me your
I
Christine.
don't think she's gonna go for that. Didn't think so.
It's so creepy. They use that horror No. Word, whatever. There is so much in this film that leaves me just it just feels unexpected. Random, maybe? I feel a little crazy. I don't... I'll explain at the end of my intro. Guys. Guys. I think him being dead would have been like my close to last straw. Because I'd be like, come on. I think that's also why I didn't say anything when he saw it. Because I was like, there's, you know, I know it's odd, but there's no way. Everything also just feels so jumpy in this movie. I'll explain at the end. What better way to defeat it than by being knowledgeable about it?
But doesn't a version of you need to live in that universe so that you can dreamwalk into them?
Who said they had to be living?
This gives such like old horror film vibes. It's odd. It's weird. It's strange. I'm hoping I can pull my thoughts together by the end of this film so I can explain to you how watching this makes me feel. Winter is here.
Stephen Strange, possessing a dead body is forbidden.
Guys, how's she supposed to kill him too? I'm interested to see. Whoosh.
Praise you, Bob Goliath. Go back to hell. Use them.
He made his own cape with the spirits.
This time it's gonna take more than killing me to kill me.
She's breaking free! Hold her! Strange! Take America's power! There's no other way.
Yeah, this is the only way.
It's me in other me's body. Trust your power. That's how we stop her.
I can't control it.
Yes, you can. You're gonna kick that witch's ass.
Uh-huh. I can't beat you, so I'll give you what you want.
What have you done? Why? Wait, boys. Get away from them. Come on! No! No! Stop it!
I would never hurt anyone I'm not a monster. I'm a... No good they'll be loved.
What now?
Get out of here.
I'll find you.
She's got to find her mom's by the end of this, right? I would suppose. So.
I opened the Darkhold. I have to close it. No one will ever be tempted by the Darkhold again.
Ah. The reason why I said is because I was thinking about it throughout the film. The common denominator being the Darkhold and how to destroy it.
So she destroyed the Darkhold in every universe.
She did the right thing.
Yes, she did.
I have to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's too bad, though. Could have been one hell of an incursion.
I love you. I love you in every universe. It's not that I don't want to care for someone or have someone care for me. It's just, I get scared.
Yeah. Face your fears. Doctor Strange.
All right, let's strengthen our minds, people. Oh no. So interesting. Before we start talking.
Strange, you caused an incursion, and we're gonna fix it. Unless you're afraid.
Not in the least.
Okay, I guess the madness continues. Okay, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. I want to start off by saying I don't know if this feeling that I have about this film is correlated to the fact that we haven't really jumped into the MCU journey in quite a bit of time, especially with the whole Stranger Things drop. And I know that some of this correlated it to me, which I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about when I was talking about the similar things with Stranger Things. But anyway, besides that, I don't know if it has to do with that, but there's just a couple of things that felt different. I think you guys could also just, based on my reaction, I'm sure you guys feel the difference. I don't know. I definitely did. I also thought I was quiet because of the fact that, I was kind of getting back into the rhythm of, having all of those memories come back in or whatever, with the movies that we have watched so far. But then it got to a point where I was like, wait, I don't think it has to do with what I can't remember or what I do remember, but on what we're watching. And speaking on top of that, one of the first things that I want to talk about is Wanda's character. The last thing that I remember with WandaVision is the show, Wanda, is WandaVision. And I don't remember being left off where she is in this film. And then I asked Havitz, my editor, and he had mentioned that this film was more based off the fact that some people don't watch the shows during their journey, I guess. So it kind of just is being left off at post Endgame or whatever. So I was like, okay. And I think that was like the first thing that I saw. Especially with WandaVision, we obviously saw her character development and where we kind of landed with all the things that happened then. And then we come here and she's just completely evil, fully dedicated into just getting her boys back destroying possibly 2 universes at once, you know, with the whole incursion. What is it called? The other thing that really felt odd to me was Doctor Strange's character. This movie, from what we've come to know about Doctor Strange, from what we've seen, from what I remember, because I know we haven't seen it in a while, he seemed so limited in this movie, and it felt strange to me. And I know there was a point in the reaction or during this film that I had mentioned that it felt kind of jumpy. And what I meant by that is that I feel like things were just kind of happening very quickly. One of the things that I was telling my editor, I was like halfway through the movie, and I had said that this movie feels like a story tell rather than the journey that we've come to so far, if that makes sense. I feel like it just look at it. You know, we're going to learn about this dark hold. Then we're going to learn about, what is it? Vantashi, what is it called? Vishanti book. And also speaking about the fact that we also just watched a couple of films that had to do with the multiverse, including the Spider-Mans that we just watched. And all these other things that we've come to know of other realities, and then watching this, it doesn't seem like I don't feel like it's very heavily correlated to what we've come to know about the multiverse, which is what also made it odd for me. Another thing, I wrote a couple things down. Again, I don't know if it's because I haven't watched it in a while. I don't want to stutter, so I'm going to stop it real quick and gather my thoughts really quick because I feel like I'm doing that a lot right now. I'm going to try and just like pinpoint really quick the little things that I wrote down. One of the scenes that, there was a couple of scenes, but the one that I can remember right now that I did write down was when Wanda was trying to break the shield and she was trying to get into the warriors' heads. And she got into one of them and she just says, run, and then he starts running. Or even when she had fought in the Illuminati, the other versions of, you know, there was like the Fantastic Four guy, you know, all of those. They died so quickly. And I don't know if these certain little scenes are meant to exemplify the fact that she's this powerful. But that's what I kind of meant by the whole like jumping thing. There wasn't a lot of depth when it came to those things. I feel like we were just kind of surpassing it and moving on to the plot of the film. You know, we also saw Professor X. That was a jump for me during that scene with the council. And I had to look it up real quick. The guy from Fantastic Four. The only Fantastic Four I've seen is the really old one, and I saw it when I was like probably like 10. I don't even remember how old I was. I can't remember the movie, but Mr. Fantastic or whatever, he's in there, and that was also a jump for my brain as well. Had to say that really quickly. One of the things that I am happy about in this film is how we've come to know about the Darkhold. Not how we came to know. No, I'm sorry. How we went to destroying the Darkhold. Because it was one of the first questions that kind of came to my mind when we first started watching the film. And I had written it down, and it was also during the council scene that it kind of ran through my head, because of course they were talking about the fact that Doctor Strange was one that, you know, is the most dangerous due to the whole multiverse thing when it comes to the Darkhold. And then we have our own universe type of thing, and the Scarlet Witch is the one who takes a hold of Wanda of the Darkhold. And in my brain, thinking of what the Illuminati was telling Doctor Strange during that moment, in my head, it was like, if we knew that the common denominator was a Darkhold, then we would have came up with a solution in order to destroy that, because it can be grabbed. How do you say it? It can be grabbed and used. But then we also, you know, we've then saw that she was able to destroy it. She's the one who opened it. She's the one who destroys it. And then the whole Vishanti book, Vishanti, is that how you say it? I keep thinking I'm saying it wrong. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, I know that I feel like I'm talking about it very negatively. I think this was an okay film for me, to be honest, from what we've seen so far. Sorry, and speaking on that, I wanted to talk about one of the things that I really love about Marvel is that there are certain things in the films that are able to grab a hold of you, and they kind of go in depth with just one little, let's say, quote, right? And with this specific film, it seems like it had to do with the happiness thing. You know, are you happy? Are you really happy? There was a lot of, you know, that came up numerous times throughout the film. I think the only thing is that the film didn't really seem to be fully in depth with it, if that makes sense. Like, yes, we have the examples of Wanda with, you know, her happiness in reaching the boys. Then we have Doctor Strange, the fact that he wanted to marry Christine and he's in love with her, and all of those things. I just don't feel like it really came to a full circle, if that makes sense. It just I'm gonna bring my thoughts together. What I'm trying to say is, usually I feel like with the Marvel films or shows or whatever that we watch, usually when there's something that's being said, for example, this specific movie talks about happiness, and we see it with Doctor Strange, we see it with Wanda, with the boys. Usually when there is a central theme, we kind of go on this journey throughout the film and feel some sort of like connection and understanding to that theme. In this specific one, I understood what it was, but I didn't feel like I was in this journey where we see Doctor Strange. We obviously in the beginning, we see him having a difficult time with the question, like, are you really happy? Are you happy? We see that. We also have Wanda. She's or the Scarlet Witch. She's not happy. She wants her boys. You know, she wants the family. But I don't feel like we went through this emotional, quote unquote, journey that basically does that full circle for that central theme. I'm hoping that makes sense. I just don't know how to fully word it correctly, I guess. And I feel kind of crazy because there's just a couple of things that I wrote down, and I'm just having a hard time trying to. I probably just maybe need to rewatch the film for a second time, but I will say that when it comes to the central theme with the happiness, I do like that they that we got to the end of the movie where Doctor Strange is basically accepting of where he's at, and it's not like he has to go and reach for another version of Christine. It's more of like acceptance. And then with Wanda or Scarlet Witch, with the whole interaction with her boys, and also coming to the acceptance that they are being taken care of in whatever other universe where they exist. And she was able to basically redeem herself by destroying the Darkhold, since she was the one who opened it, right? I understand that. Yeah. Just that specific thing with the whole central theme, it just felt separated to me. And I don't know if that also has to do with I know I said this throughout the film, but the vibes or the feeling that this film gave me was different from the other ones that we've watched. And I keep going back to the fact that I haven't been on the MCU journey in a while, but it just doesn't, I don't know if I'm wrong, but it makes me feel a little crazy. I could be a little crazy, sorry. I just really want to know what you guys thought of this movie. It's not that I didn't like it. I just wasn't super crazy about it. I felt underwhelmed by this film. Yeah, I'll say that. I just felt underwhelmed. And going back to the whole feeling that it gave me, it had a lot of old horror. Not only when it comes to like the visual effects, the camera angles, the music, there was just a couple of different things that gave me that feeling of I feel like I was kind of watching like an old horror movie. And it was just the way that it was, I don't know if directed is the correct word, or the way that it was edited. I don't know. I don't know what. Also, the visual effects that they had as well. There was a lot of different things that made me feel that way. And it just made me feel so different from the other films or shows that we've watched so far in the MCU. So I wanted to talk about that as well. Like, did you guys feel that at all watching this film? I feel like I have so many negative thoughts. I don't know. Or just, I think one of the things that I feel like sucked for me is that, we obviously watched WandaVision and we saw how powerful she is, even through the pain and all the things that had happened. And then we go to this movie and she's gone. She's gone by the end of it. So I feel like that kind of sucked for me. It just felt like it feels like we've just come to know Wanda in depth, obviously with the show. For me, everything that had happened with Vision and the boys and everything that she did in that city. And I guess for me, I was excited to see more of her in terms of not so much the pain and everything that she went through, but maybe just something else. I don't feel like yes, I'm just saddened that she had to die. I'm just going to say that. I feel like I want to jump in a hole because I'm unable to talk. Sorry. We also just learned about this new character, America Chavez. I was hoping that we would get a little glimpse of her meeting her parents again. I thought that with her being able to kind of control more her power, I thought maybe there was going to be some sort of something going down with her finding her moms again. But I guess not. I'm wondering if that's going to happen in the future, possibly. Another thing that just popped in my head is speaking about America Chavez and everything. I think another reason why this film also felt like very storytelling is because there's a couple of things in this movie that aren't connected. I feel it just feels very separate from the stuff that the last couple of things that we've watched so far for Marvel. And I think that's why I feel like I didn't have much to say either. There was a couple of things that we came to learn in this film. Also America Chavez. All in all, it just really felt like some kind of side story, but we had this little correlation along the journey. It was like a little bump that we had to, to continue. I really don't know how to explain it. I'm hoping that I'm making sense. I'm going to be reading the comments to this film specifically because I just want to see what you guys thought of it. Because I don't think that it was bad. I just felt a little bit underwhelmed with it. And I think it's because of what we've come to know about all of these characters, aside from America. But with Doctor Strange and Wanda and the Warriors, just everybody. And then yeah, it just felt odd. It just felt a little different from the other things that we've watched. But anyway, I just really want to know what you guys think. Because I feel like I tried to explain it as thoroughly as I could, and I'm so sorry that it legitimately feels like it doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but I know what I'm trying to say, I guess. But hopefully you guys do too. I'm gonna be reading the comments to see what you guys thought about this film. Sorry, one more thing, because I did say this throughout the film. That's why I think I also said that it was like one of the last straws of the film for me if Wong died that way so very easily, which I think also correlates to the fact that this film felt jumpy to me. But yeah, I just had to say that really quick. If you guys have questions for me about this film, don't be scared to ask. Also, when I stream on Twitch, I want to talk about this film with you guys and see what you guys thought of it as well. And kind of, yeah, I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit, and I'll see where we go from there. I'll probably be rewatching this movie just to rewatch it and see if maybe my thought process changes a little bit from watching it. But yeah, I'm gonna read the comments. I'm gonna go because my brain feels jumbled, and I've been trying to say what I needed, and I don't feel like I'm saying much. So I'm gonna go. But yeah, the next MCU, what is the next MCU film that we have is Thor, Love and Thunder. That is the next one. And then after that one, we have Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So we're going to be going into those two afterwards for this specifically. Sorry guys, I forgot to talk about the credit scene. I completely forgot about it for 2 seconds. I don't know who the purple gal is. Obviously we know that Doctor Strange created an incursion, I believe that's what it's called. And also I'm a little curious to see what exactly it is that or how it affected him directly, because when it comes to the Darkhold thing that just happened, when he fell in the middle of the street or fell on his knees and he started screaming, my mind jumped straight to when Wong asked him about how he's feeling because of everything that just happened and him dreamwalking and into the dead body in another universe, you know, all those things. I'm curious to see what exactly it is, because obviously we know that Wanda has fully basically closed out that whole Darkhold thing. Nobody's ever able to reach it or do anything. But I just wonder how exactly it is that it affected Doctor Strange. And with the credit scene, in my head, what I'm thinking about is obviously they have to fix that whole incursion thing, but he's going to be going through this inner turmoil physically with everything that just, or maybe mentally as well, because I mean, it was spirit. So you never know. So I'm just wondering if he's just going to be going through this turmoil physically and mentally while they're trying to fix this whole incursion thing that happened, which I'm assuming has to do with the fact that the Darkhold is and the mountain thing is completely gone. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. And that's basically where my mind's at with the credit scene. I guess we'll see who exactly this purple lady is. The only thing that I do wonder is when Doctor Strange was fighting himself, the other him, and there was also this like purple shimmer, purple something that was being used in that other Doctor Strange. And it just makes me question with this credit scene, because it's a similar, I don't know if it's a similar power, but there is a similarity between like within that. So that is one thing that pops up in mind correlated to that. Thank you very much. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, and then we're gonna be finishing Attack on Titan season 1. We're gonna be going into Top Gun. I said in the beginning. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Make sure to eat, make sure to stay hydrated, and make sure to rest.